Could you tell trainers more about neuroplasticity and what it is and what it does and why it's so important for the human body?
Right. I love this subject because I think we're about to enter a new golden age of training. What we saw throughout the 20th century was this dogma, this assumption that people are born with a nervous system that's basically static, and it doesn't really change that much over the course of our life. And the problem with that was that we would see good athletes and we'd say, well, they're talented. They were born that way. They had these certain gifts.
Yeah.
But now we're starting to realize, well, that's not really the case. It just means that they may have had a little bit of talent, but really the emphasis, they worked really hard. They trained really hard, and their nervous system adapted to it. They probably started training younger or earlier. So now the whole emphasis is not on nature, but on nurture and training, developing the body. We can do just about anything we want with our brains and our bodies. Yeah. So that really opens things up. And we know the formula for neuroplasticity. We know that we can, by doing repetition, we can do what's called long-term potentiation of the synapse. The synapse becomes more sensitive the more you use it. Mm-hmm. So the phrase that you hear all the time now is circuits that fire together, wire together. So you run a certain circuit in the brain, the more you do that, it actually tends to cohere and become more of an integrated unit.
So you are convinced, as if I understand it good, you're convinced that everybody has the ability to perform certain movements as long as they train and try over and over again, they will become better.
The limits are basically wide open. I mean, we don't know how far people can go. Obviously, there are some limits. I mean, if you're only 5 feet tall, you're probably not going to make it in the NBA. I mean, there are certain limits, but and obviously neuroplasticity is more powerful in young people than it is in older people. But still, if we train hard and if we have a high contrast between training and rest,
yeah,
then there's almost nothing we can't do.